Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Anthony and today I bring you 10 mobs that will never be added in Minecraft. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Anyways, on with the... Wait. Before we begin, I'm here to tell you guys that this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play turn-based RPG mobile game with over 600 unique champions for you to collect and customize. Raid has also recently added its newest and craziest boss called the Hydra, which is this scary looking thing with multiple different heads along with each of them having their own unique mechanic. The head of Mischief, for example, can ruin you as it can steal all your buffs off your champions. And then you've got the head of Blight. He creates poison clouds which makes it more difficult for your squad to land attacks. The thing I like about Raid is how easy it is to get champions from the portal and level them up at the tavern. I mean, we got my boy Durr the Hungerer looking rather beautiful. This month, Raid is also releasing a bunch of awesome new champions, along with a brand new Faction Wars crypt for the Shadowkin. On top of that, there's a ton of new events and tournaments, including a fusion event where you can get one of Raid's new legendary champions. I'm telling you guys, this is the best time to get started on Raid, and if you use my link in the description or the QR code on screen, new players can get a free starter pack worth around $30. You'll get a free champion, 200,000 silver, an XP boost, an energy refill, and an ancient shard. You can find your rewards right here in the inbox for the next 30 days only. Once you're in Raid, you can find me in-game under the name Bonesy, and if you're fast, you can join my clan. Thanks again to Raid for sponsoring this video, but anyways, on with the video for real. The Axolotl is a passive aquatic mob in Minecraft that comes in 5 colours, which as you know are pink, brown, gold, cyan, and blue. However, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why the infamous green Axolotl was never added to Minecraft. So if you weren't aware, before Axolotls were publicly added into Minecraft, a green Axolotl was seen in developer screenshots as well as being featured in the trailer video for the Caves and Cliffs update. Despite this, however, when the update was released to the public, the green Axolotl was nowhere to be seen, and here is the likely reason why. So if you didn't know, all Axolotls apart from the blue one are based off real-life axolotl colours that are found in the wild. The green axolotl, however, is believed to be based off of a glowing green axolotl that was a man-made experiment and not intended to be in the wild. With that in mind, it's very unlikely that Mojang will ever add the green axolotl back into Minecraft due to them being based on genetically modified ones. Rest in peace, green axolotl, you will be missed. The Minecraft 1.13 update Aquatic was released in 2017 and received lots of new underwater passive mobs such as tropical fish, dolphins, and turtles. However, the only underwater hostile mob we got was the drowned, which meant players were quickly suggesting more hostile sea creatures to be added into Minecraft. Now, the community made many suggestions, but the one that stood out the most was adding sharks. At first, players were rather hopeful that sharks would be added to loom around in our oceans, but Mojang quickly destroyed any hope of this happening. Now, this is because of two main reasons. First of all, Mojang thought that adding sharks into Minecraft would encourage people, mainly children, to encounter and find sharks in real life, which would of course be very dangerous. Second of all, Mojang thought that adding sharks into Minecraft as a hostile mob would portray them as ravenous sea creatures that players have to kill. This could of course encourage people to hunt down and kill sharks in real life, which Mojang does not want to be responsible for. So in conclusion, it has been confirmed that sharks will likely never be added into Minecraft, which is a shame to be honest. The Ender Dragon is the End Dimensions boss mob that was added into Minecraft in version beta 1.9 in October 2011. Now, the Ender Dragon was very well received as it gave players a sense of direction to quote-unquote beat the game and feel very rewarded for it. However, during the same month the Ender Dragon was added, Minecraft creator Notch tweeted that he showed interest in adding another dragon mob that was commonly referred to as the Red Dragon. Now, the Red Dragon was intended to be a more friendly version of the Ender Dragon that would spawn in the overworld. It was also hinted that players would be able to tame and ride the Red Dragon, which if you ask me would have been awesome, man. However, 2 years after Notch mentioned the idea of adding the Red Dragon, Minecraft developer Dinnerbone tweeted that Mojang had no plans to add the red dragon anytime soon. On top of this, due to Notch's departure from Mojang in 2014, it's unlikely the red dragon will ever be added into Minecraft. I guess all I can say is, rest in peace, red dragon. You'll also be missed, man. Alright, snap out of it, Anthony. Carry on with the video, mate. During the Minecon livestream in 2017, the community took part in a mob vote where they'd vote for one of the 4 mobs to be added in the 1.13 aquatic update. Now, as most of you know, Mob B, which is now known as the annoying, stupid Phantom, I'm sorry, it's just called the Phantom, was the winner of the mob vote. But what was the fate of the 3 other mobs, and what even were they? So let's start with Mob A, which at the time was called the Monster of the Ocean Depths, but later known as the Barnacle. So the Barnacle was planned to look like this, and would have spawned within deep oceans within your Minecraft world. The mob would attack you with its tongue-like tentacles and try to pull you down and drown you, which if you ask me, sounds pretty scary. Now, since the Drowned and Guardians are really the only hostile mobs to encounter in the ocean, I think the Barnacle would make a very nice addition to the game. But due to the Barnacle being outvoted by the stupid Phantom, it's unlikely this mob will ever be added into Minecraft. Next up, we have Mob C, which was also referred to as the Great Hunger. So the Great Hunger was planned to look like this, and I have to say, it looked very cute. So this awesome looking mob apparently had a huge mouth and was capable of opening its massive jaw to camouflage into the ground. But here's where the Great Hunger becomes rather interesting, as when it would hide in the ground with its mouth open, any mobs or items that fell into it would be consumed and eaten. Now, on the surface, it probably didn't sound that interesting, but just think of the potential the Great Hunger would have had when it came to creating traps. But once again, due to the Phantom winning, it's very unlikely we'll ever see the Great Hunger eating some diamonds or some pesky creepers in Minecraft. And finally, out of the mob vote, we had Mob D, which at the time was called the Hovering Inferno, but later referred to as the Wildfire when it was planned to be added in Minecraft dungeons. So the Wildfire was going to look like this and was planned to exclusively spawn in the Nether. Come on, Mojang, the Nether update was a perfect opportunity to add this legend. Anyways, let's carry on. So if you take a quick look at this clip, Minecraft developer Jeb perfectly describes what the Hovering Inferno, aka the Wildfire, was going to be. Take a listen.
During Minecon Earth, you get to vote for Mob D, the Hovering Inferno. This is a master blaze, which body parts look like shields that will be used to defend itself. The Hovering Inferno spawns with a group of blazes as a random encounter in the Nether. It has a shockwave attack that is very dangerous, and you will definitely need some flame protection to defeat this mob.
So there you have it, guys. The Wildfire was essentially going to be a scarier version of the Blaze, kind of like the Piglin Brute. But since the Phantom won, okay, I'm not saying this for the 3rd time, we have the Phantom now, we're gonna have to live with it. The Wildfire is probably never getting added, so there you go, let's move on. I promise I'm not upset about the Phantom winning. So now that we've talked about the 2017 mob vote, let's have a little talk about the 2020 mob vote. So once again, in 2020, players took part in a mob vote where they'd vote for one of the 3 mobs to be added in the 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. Now, as most of you know, the Glow Squid was the winner by far, and I think YouTuber Dream had a lot to do with that outcome, but yeah, the Glow Squid won. Anyways, what was the fate of the other 2 mobs, and what even were they? Well, first up, we had the Moo Bloom. So the Moo Bloom was a passive, flower-covered variant of the cow that was planned to spawn in the Flower Forest biome. Other than that, we weren't really given any other information on the Moo Bloom. I think it was just supposed to stand around and look cute, I guess, in the Flower Forest biome, which I would have been cool with. But yeah, most players clearly weren't too keen on the Moo Bloom being added and didn't win the mob vote. Because of this outcome, it's unlikely we'll ever see the Moo Bloom be added into Minecraft. Now, the one other mob players could vote for in 2020 was the Ice Oligar, which was intended to be an ice variant of the Illager mob. Now, the Ice Oligar was going to be a hostile mob that spawned on mountaintops. On top of this, if the Ice Oligar encountered the player, they'd attack you with clouds of flying ice. Anyways, back to my normal voice. Due to the glow squid winning the mob vote, our dreams of being attacked by flying ice was erased, as the Ice Oligar is likely another mob that will never be added in the future. But yeah, prove me wrong, Mojang. Prove me wrong. I want this legend to be added, man.